Climate change refers to the apparent change in the Earth's temperature over its lifetime and is considered one of the most pressing issues of our generation. While the Earth's climate periodically fluctuates, drastic climate change, such as what we are currently experiencing, only began during the 1950s or the Industrial Revolution. So why is climate change a problem? What are its effects? Global climate change has already had observable effects on the environment. Effects that scientists had predicted in the past would result from global climate change are now occurring. This includes loss of sea ice, accelerated sea level rise, and longer, more intense heat waves. But how does it affect the oceans? The increased global temperatures brought by climate change causes our polar ice caps to melt. The excess water, previously in solid form, is now causing an increase in the volume of the oceans, which causes sea level rise. Furthermore, the increased temperatures cause ocean water to heat up and expand, further causing and worsening the effects of sea level rise. This poses a great issue to coastal countries such as the Philippines. The Philippines is the third most vulnerable country to climate change according to the 2017 World Risk Report. Sea level rise caused by climate change cause immense flooding in coastal countries much like the Philippines. Further impacts of climate change to the country include annual losses in GDP, changes in rainfall patterns and distribution, droughts, threats to biodiversity and food security, public health risks, and endangerment of vulnerable groups such as indigenous people and those in poverty. So what causes climate change? It is caused by the greenhouse effect. Greenhouse gases in the atmosphere, such as water vapor, carbon dioxide, nitrous oxide, methane, and chlorofluorocarbons, let light from the sun pass through the atmosphere, but trap some of the heat inside the Earth. The more greenhouse gases present in the atmosphere, the more heat is trapped. Greenhouse gases, unfortunately, are byproducts of human activities such as transportation, agriculture, and industry. Human activities such as the burning of fossil fuels have increased the amount of CO2 in the atmosphere by more than 30% since the Industrial Revolution. That being said, one of the leading producers of greenhouse gases is the generation of electricity. Electricity is a necessity in the modern era. It is the lifeblood that powers our technology, allowing our economies and industries, as well as our lives, to flourish. Electricity is produced by converting various sources of energy into electrical energy. Some of the most popular fuels used in the classic generation of electricity are fossil fuels such as coal, oil, and natural gas. This poses an issue since the burning of these fossil fuels result in byproducts such as carbon monoxide, sulfur, nitrogen dioxide, and water vapor and carbon dioxide, both of which are greenhouse gases. According to a 2021 census of electricity generation in the Philippines, 76% of the country's electricity production was sourced from fossil fuels. So, what can we do to reduce the amount of fossil fuels used in the generation of electricity without reducing the amount and quality of our electrical power? The answer is renewable energy. And, as an archipelagic country, what better source of renewable energy than our oceans? The ocean contains an enormous amount of energy that we have only recently started to harness. Wave power technology takes advantage of ocean swells generated by strong winds. So how can we harness wave energy? By utilizing oscillating water columns. Oscillating water columns use wave surges to drive a stream of trapped air through an air turbine. These devices are essentially large hollow columns half submerged in the ocean with an underwater vent open to the sea. The movement of waves pushes water into the chamber, forcing air through the column. As waves recede, air is sucked back through the column in the other direction. Tidal power technology harnesses the energy in the movement of the tides, which are a result of the combined gravitational effects of the moon and the sun. How do we harness tidal energy? using tidal turbines. A freestanding tidal turbine, also known as tidal stream generators, looks and functions very similarly to a wind turbine, but instead of converting wind energy to electricity, it harnesses the power of the tide. Tidal turbines currently represent the most common type of tidal energy converter. Ocean power is not yet widely deployed globally, but it is a growing market with research underway in several countries including Australia, Canada, the USA, and the UK. Climate change is one of the most pressing issues of our generation, and it is mostly caused by human activity. One way of alleviating this issue is by making the switch to renewable energies, one type of which is ocean power. Though it is still not common practice to utilize the ocean as a source of electricity, the benefits of doing so are immense, especially to a coastal country such as the Philippines. Furthermore, the switch to renewable energies is a step towards making amends for our mistakes as a species, all the while ensuring a safer, cleaner, and healthier ocean.